What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary, Hall of Fame, former Olympic gold medalist, 6 division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Hall of Famer, Oscar the Golden Boy Dela Hoya, turned promoter and CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. He promotes undefeated, rising Mexican lightweight superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has 21 wins, no losses, 18 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age. He stands at 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was in January 2nd, actually, when he took on Luke Campbell, former Olympic gold medalist, British lightweight title contender, superstar boxer Luke Campbell in his last fight. That was January 2nd of 2020. With that said, that fight was a WBC title eliminator to face WBC undefeated lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney for the next fight, okay? And after Ryan Garcia was floored in the second round of the fight, he got up. He eventually stopped Luke Campbell in the 7th round of the fight via a left hook to the body, beautiful left hook. He stopped Luke Campbell, okay? With that said, that put him in position to be the mandatory challenger to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, 25 wins, 0 losses, 15 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age as well, stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was November 7th when he took on Yuriorkis Gamboa, and he defeated Yuriorkis Gamboa via unanimous decision, winning every single round. With that said, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, they have a history. They competed against one another in the amateurs plenty of times. Ryan Garcia says, there was 2-2. They split it. Devin Haney says he got the best of the competition in the amateurs. So they have a history there. With that said, he made himself, by beating Luke Campbell, the mandatory challenger. Unfortunately, Ryan Garcia has no interest in facing Devin Haney. According to his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, he stated that he believes that the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia will be a huge fight. He says that that's a great fight to make. And he has tried to convince Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney, but he states that Ryan Garcia is completely sold on trying to face 8 division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, or undefeated 2 division world champion who currently holds the WBA simultaneously at 130 and 135 in Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar world champion boxer. Gervonta Tank Davis seems to be on the verge in June of facing 140-pound WBA regular champion, junior welterweight regular champion, Mario Barrios in his next fight, okay? So Oscar De La Hoya, he's stating that he's trying to convince Ryan Garcia to take the fight with Devin Haney. He says that Ryan Garcia, is in line to face Jorge Linares. He says, but we know that Devin Haney, his father, trainer, and manager, Bill Haney, and Matchroom CEO and promoter and partner with DAZN, Eddie Hearn, they're looking to secure a fight with Jorge Linares for Devin Haney. So Oscar De La Hoya says, well, they are in line to fight Jorge Linares, but they would love to, because Jorge Linares is a Golden Boy Promotions fighter, as Oscar De La Hoya stated. He says a Golden Boy fighter. He says, but we would love to make Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney to bypass Jorge Linares, because that's a much bigger fight. So he says, hopefully we could talk some sense into Ryan Garcia into making this fight with Devin Haney. He says, hopefully we could talk some sense in him by April. I'm hoping we could get around to him by April, and we could get him to make this fight, with Devin Haney as soon as possible. Wow. So essentially, he says that he's focused and he's, completely locked in on fighting Tank Davis or Manny Pacquiao. Well, we already know Manny Pacquiao and his team let it be known that they have no interest in fighting Ryan Garcia. They're actually on the verge of facing 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia at some point in time. And we know, like I stated, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to fight Mario Barrios at 140 to become a 3-division world champion. Okay, so that leaves Ryan Garcia, who seemed to be on the verge of facing Gervonta Tank Davis, as he called out Tank Davis after his fight with Luke Campbell. He stated that, he could knock Gervonta Tank Davis out in 2 rounds. That's the fight that he wants. He knows he could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. It seemed like Gervonta Tank Davis agreed. He even went as far as to say I don't even need to be the A side as long as I get Ryan Garcia in the ring. It seemed like Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather Promotions CEO, and Mayweather himself, Hall of Famer, superstar, rival of Oscar De La Hoya, seemed like they was on board to make the fight. And then Ryan Garcia did a 360, complete 360, and stated that he has a bigger fight than Gervonta Tank Davis on the verge of taking place against Manny Pacquiao. And now Manny Pacquiao and his team are saying that never was the case. And then you have Oscar De La Hoya, who stated that Ryan Garcia completely made this entire situation up between him and Manny Pacquiao, and it never was true. So he's saying that he wants to have Ryan Garcia face off against Devin the Dream Haney. It makes sense. Ryan Garcia, he stated that Devin Haney's style is boring. He stated that Devin Haney needs to fight better opposition. He stated that Devin Haney, nobody wants to see his style of fighting because he don't get knockouts. Now, is he the knockout artist that Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis are? No, he's not. But he's a pure boxer, okay? That doesn't make it, it okay for you to maneuver around him because he's not a knockout artist. Styles make fights, and it's clear if Oscar De La Hoya has to try to convince him to take the Devin Haney fight, and then he's saying Devin Haney is boring. On top of that, after the fight with Luke Campbell, he went up to Devin Haney and he told Devin Haney, listen, if I can't secure the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, then I want to pursue a fight between me and you. Now, we even saw after one of his fights, Devin Haney get in the ring with Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney tell Ryan Garcia when he got in the ring, listen, what about me? Ryan Garcia named every fighter he could possibly name while Devin Haney was standing there with his belt on his shoulder, everybody but Devin Haney, and then he waited to absolute last and said, at some point, I'll fight Devin Haney. So it's abundantly clear Ryan Garcia is not confident that he can beat Devin Haney. He's not confident in his abilities. He don't like how Devin Haney's style matches up with his. And Ryan Garcia, he looks at Gervonta Tank Davis, who's a much smaller guy, standing at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw with a lot of power, very explosive, very athletic. And he feels like because he has such a height advantage, an arm reach advantage, and he has very, very fast hands and he has power that he can, essentially, use those to his advantage against Gervonta Tank Davis. That's not the case with Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not as tall as him at 5'8". He's at 5'10". But Devin Haney has a longer arm reach at 71, 72-inch arm reach, okay? He's very fast and he's very mobile. Gervonta Tank Davis is very versatile, but he's shown in the past few fights that he's, flat-footed. He's coming forward. He's looking to knock you out. Devin Haney moves on his toes. He's elusive. He's, a very pure technical boxer. And that's a style that they don't like against Ryan Garcia, who's very, very flat-footed with his style. Ryan Garcia has power in both hands. He has very, very fast hands, but he's very, very flat-footed. And so that means he will have to look for Devin Haney. Devin Haney will be in and out. Devin Haney transitions from offense to defense very, very well. And he transitions from defense to offense very, very well, meaning he's a good counterpuncher as well. So that's going to give Ryan Garcia tons and tons of problems. And if you look back to the videos and the footage of Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney in the amateurs, you can clearly see that Devin Haney is the aggressor in all of the fights that are available to you on social media. He's the aggressor. Ryan Garcia is trying to get away. Why? Because Devin Haney has the ability to go from inside to outside, transition from offense to defense and defense to offense very fluidly. That gives Ryan Garcia, who's flat-footed, a lot of problems. And with the hand speed, Devin Haney's feet nullify Ryan Garcia's hand speed. And so with that, he does not like the style matchup. It's abundantly clear that he don't feel like he could beat Devin Haney. He likes his chances with Gervonta Tank Davis because of the size advantage he has. And he likes to match up with Manny Pacquiao because if he loses, it's okay because you're supposed to lose at 22 years of age to an iconic legend like Manny Pacquiao. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Alicia Baumgartner. This is Blue Blood Sports TV.